What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face, no makeup. Yes, it's been a while. Sorry for the delay. I didn't know what I wanted to upload, and I've just been quite lazy. But I got my mojo back, so I'm back once again with a new review, and this time around is for the film Doctor Strange and the Multi-Universe. And this time around is for the review of the film Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe Madness. Is that? Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe. Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe of Madness. Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe of Madness is the newest MCU film. And this time around, Scott Derrickson as a director is out, and they pretty much got Sam Raimi to step up as his replacement. As a fan of Sam Raimi, I was excited. He's been giving us classics like Drag Me to Hell, the first Spider-Man trilogy, Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, and Sam Raimi is just freaking awesome. So I was quite excited. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first Doctor Strange. I thought it was just a one-time enjoyable film. I haven't seen it. It's been it's been quite a while since I watched the film. To me, it just didn't have that replay factor into the film overall. I like Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I think he's pretty much grew on me. I wasn't that much of a fan of him in the beginning, but now I like him a lot. This film is pretty much phase 4, and this film has high stakes because this film is going to introduce a bunch of new characters and pretty much a new factor into the MCU, and that is the multi-universe and variants and stuff like that. So I was really excited for this film, and the trailer to me has been good, and they've been dropping a bunch of behind the scenes and just a bunch of quick trailers for the film. So it really feels like Kevin Feige and the gang just wanted to release this film and pretty much show us that, hey, this film is awesome. Once again, we got Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. We got Benedict Wong. We got Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. Shul Ejiofor as Mordor. So, the cast is huge for this film. And what is the plot about? Pretty much Doctor Strange used a forbidden spell, and we know that from No Way Home, that pretty much opened the portal to the multi-universe. It's pretty much an alternative version of himself and an alternative version of the world that he lives in. His alter ego is has stake for the humanity, but also for Doctor Strange, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff. Yeah, people are liking this film, loving this film. I like this film a lot. To me, this film is better than the first film, but all over, just to summarize, I enjoyed this film, but I wasn't in love with this film. I think I need to see it at least one more time so I can grasp some of the stuff. But the stuff that I really enjoy with this film, it's not all the multi-universe thing. To me, the core of the film is what I really love, and that is pretty much how to deal with grief, how to pretty much deal with personal issues, mental health, and pretty much how to move on with your life. Those 4 things is why I love this film. Everything else with this film was enjoyable, but those 4 things was just amazing. Doctor Strange, once again, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, he's really good. He is really good, and he pretty much outshines. This is his film, and we know that this cast is huge. This is a star-studded film, and the thing that I was afraid was that would he pretty much carry this film, or would he get help from everybody else because the cast is just huge? No, true and true, this is a Doctor Strange film. This is his sequel, but the rest of the characters are pretty much not plot devices, but characters that helps him with his journey. So I like that, especially Wong. Wong is just really, really good, and he is his confidant, and he is there every time he needs help. When Doctor Strange is at his lowest, Wong helps him. So I like the pretty much dynamic between Strange and Wong. It's really well developed. I like that Sam Raimi had the hard task to pretty much do an MCU film, but at the same time, he is a veteran when it comes to comic book films. And I think that he pretty much does a great job by finding the balance between, this film being a superhero film, but also having, that horror aspect. Everybody's saying that this film is like the first comic book horror film. Not really. It has horror elements, but it's not a scary film. It's not. It's pretty tame. But those scenes where it's pretty much like scary, I can understand why kids will be scared. This film is introducing a lot of stuff that it just is going to shape up the MCU. And that's also one thing I'm really excited. How is Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch? She's good. I think her character pretty much has more to do. And I gotta say that she was really, really good this time around. Better than WandaVision. I like WandaVision, but in here, I think that her character gets to grow and she has more to do. She feels multi-layered. And it's kind of nice to see the conclusion of Wanda Maximoff. America Chavez is good. She's a great additional to the gang, and she has stuff to do, and she feels like a character that needs her own show because she was likable and just a hero that you can't help yourself to want to know more, and she's interesting. So great job with that. What else did I enjoy? The CGI is amazing, man. The CGI is really, really good. And obviously we know the humor is here. And I think the humor pretty much deliver. It has funny scenes, it has funny gags. And yeah, I think the writing in here is much better this time around when it comes to the comedy. And it probably is because of Sam Raimi, because Sam Raimi it's always been good with the comedy overall, and it has funny scenes that I like really enjoy. This film has scenes that screams nerdgasm all around. The cameos is awesome. I can't spoil it, but this film it gives you really good cameos. Cameos from recurring characters from shitty shows, that was awesome, and introduce new characters to the MCU. That's also really good, especially two characters that I was like, I see what you're doing. That is amazing. So that's what I mean. What this film is a high stake type of film because it's introducing new elements to MCU with characters that have never been introduced to this world, even though they are pretty much variants. It doesn't matter. Now we know that they are in the MCU, and that is amazing. Yes, I think What If is a great appetizer, while this is the main course because you get the characters from What If in this film. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, it is satisfying. What did I not like with this film? The comedy, it doesn't land all the time. It can be a little bit cringy. Mordor this time around, played by Shul Ejiofor, his screen time is limited, and it feels kind of sad, and it feels like they rob the opportunity of pretty much building a Mordor as a villain, especially how the conclusion from the first film was and how it ended. I was excited to see his character develop, but this time around, he's sidelined all the way to the back, and it's kind of sad because I wanted more from him. And even though it's always fun to see him, he's not doing that much, and it's not much that he has to do in this film. It just it feels quite wasted, and that's kind of sad. Yeah, overall, it's a complex Marvel film that digs deep on grief, moving on, and it keeps on develop the mythology of MCU. And this is a fun MCU flick, and I enjoy it. This film, yes, it has two post-credit scenes. The first post-credit scene, I liked it, but I don't know what it means for the third film. Hopefully, they get Sam Raimi to come back once again as a director, because I need to know a little bit more about that character. I don't know that much about it. So that was like, I like it. It's awesome that they introduced that person, but I don't know that much about it. And the second post credit scene was it's a fun, gag, but it doesn't have that impact when it comes to the post credit scene, and it doesn't have that enjoyment and excitement. But still, this is an energetic, uh, enjoyable flick that I think a lot of people are gonna have fun with, and I'm pretty happy that this film is better than the previous film, and it pretty much opened up a new realm in the MCU. So, my rating of Doctor Strange in the multi-universe of madness, I'm gonna give this film 3.7 out of 5. I enjoy this film. Like, I do a lot. But to me, it's not one of the best MCU flicks, but it's a bit of those better films, and I enjoy it. To me, just No Way Home was so good. So I don't think that this film had the chance to pretty much be on the same level as No Way Home. But I still enjoy this film. It's really fun, and the cameo is great. The action scene, the CGI, the recurring characters, and also the new characters are good. The horror aspect, I was a bit disappointed, but what do I expect on an MCU film? Not that much. So it's just fun that they pretty much introduce new stuff and new elements to this film, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next. So yeah, 3.7 out of 5 for Doctor Strange. Doth. Anyways, guys, what do you think about Doctor Strange in the multi-universe of madness? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below and let your boy know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, with my review for Doctor Strange in the multi-universe of madness. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.